So right now, let me see. This right here, this is my 1963 Volkswagen Beetle. It's set up for pure drag race. There isn't an actual, technically, drag race,
yeah.
Race on this game at all. We just sometimes we'll line up with different random ass people on a game on a straightaway, and we'll run shit. And, you know.
Speaking of Volkswagen, I'm going to grab mine.
He's gonna pull his out, but that was the last car I used because I pulled it out the last time when he was kicking us out of the server before I got off the game, and had to run some folks.
Had to embarrass some people.
Yeah, because our Volkswagens is set up to be able to do some disrespectful shit in the straightaway.
And that they do.
Only downside of this car is the way ours is set up. Once you take off in there, especially you fuck around and you hit that nitrous in there, it's hard to steer this son of a bitch in a straight path of what's set up for drag.
I'll go get a little bit of footage for that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of that too, while we fucking around here.
I got the live going, but I didn't give an intro because you were, so that works.
Yeah, and for those of y'all that don't know, Reaper's already over there, on the channel as well, doing a live on his end as well. Now, this channel is mainly just going to be for our live gameplay that we do on here, so we will do our best to remember every time that we get on here to do live. But Reaper also has his personal channel that he's got a fairly decent following for already that he uploads regular edited videos to. And I've got a couple other channels that I upload my other different racing or other different gaming videos to.
Now, with this car, if you hit the gas real hard, you cannot steer when you first hit the gas because the front comes off the ground.
Definitely.
Side view, you can see it come.
Don't steer all that well to begin with.
Nah, but she fast.
Now, I'll keep the side view going when I launch, so y'all can see just what we're talking about.
And in case you don't know, from this line right here up to that speed trap is roughly a quarter mile.
Yep.
That I've timed.
Where that little glowy arch thing down there, it's roughly about a quarter of a mile right there.
And it says it does a quarter mile in 8.3 seconds.
Keep the side view going for while I take off and while he takes off, so you can see how well these things just pick up off the ground like that.
Nitrous or no nitrous?
Let's do no nitrous, just so.
All right, and compare them.
Yeah. Go off fuel count because I'm pretty sure I got a weird horn on mine. Raise up. He was a little bit quicker on the takeoff than I was.
I probably hit the button just a little bit sooner than you did, probably.
Yeah,
because we're set up the same.
Yeah, these cars are set up exactly the same. Same motor, same transmission, turbo setups, all of that.
This time we're going to do a nitrous run, that way you can see the difference.
Yeah, and we're going to go off at his pace.
Are you ready?
Hang on, let me back up and get a little bit better angle. Well, son of a bitch.
That Ford said
right
no.
Yeah, that fucking truck was like, fuck you, Bobby.
Yeah, I think there's somebody in the road down there too, another player.
Is that another player? It is. He's blocking the whole fucking road. That's why I needed a better positioning.
He ain't blocking me. I'm off the road over. I'm on the shoulder.
Yeah. He ain't blocking me now, but he was.
You ready?
Alright. On your launch. As you can see, it launches, takes off real good, gets a nice little bit of air in there.
As you can see, I missed the entire checkpoint.
How the hell did you miss the whole checkpoint?
I couldn't get back on the road.
Oh, okay.
I was taking fences down and everything.
Yeah. I swerved all off the road. Alright, so now I'm gonna switch cars. Pull out one of my other cars. Let's see. Now this is one of my other ones is set up for drag as well.
This right here is called, I guess they call it the noob drag area, where the front of the, behind the shop.
Yeah. Now this car I'm running right here, for any of y'all that's gonna tune in later to live under my name. This is the old school. It says Honda, but really accurate Honda. They're really the same fucking car. But it's the Honda NSX, the older model one. So far, other than Volkswagen and my Bel Air when it's set up for drag, this is one of the fastest cars set up as drag. It takes off and it gets once it kicks us out of the server, when we come back in, we'll do some races, show y'all some different stuff. This car I'm driving now, my Honda NSX, is set up for pure drag. That's all it's for. I didn't care much for it on the actual racing part of it, but you know.
Yeah, it doesn't handle the best on actual racing.
But as you can see, when you hit that knife or the throttle and everything, this thing will jerk back and forth on the like. Well, you gonna run your Beetle against the?
I mean, why not?
NSX here? Oh shit! Wrong button. My bad. And of course, there's somebody down there in the middle of the goddamn road again. Alright, so here we go.
Hold on, man. I got a line to straighten this thing up.
But now that he's not in the middle of the road, I'll give you a little bit more road room. Move, you damn BMW. Get the hell out the way, you punk ass. Alright, I gave you a little more road room there.
Well, last time I was facing the wrong way, so we should be good.
Now this car, it can run that thing down and just use a whole lot longer distance to get to it. But now when I run my Bel Air,
I forgot to ask, was we using nitrous?
It looked like you hit it.
I did. I forgot to ask.
I wasn't going to at first, but it looked like you hit yours, so I went on there to tap mine too.
Yeah, I mashed it.
Now, when I go way down yonder here, go right over here. There's a shop right here. It's not really a shop, I guess, but you go in here. Now, for this car that I got going, the motor I'm running in here, which is the same one he's got in his, 4.0 liter V8. It starts out with a, you know, potential horsepower of, I think it starts out with horsepower of 970 or 64, which actually, no, I think that's just what I'm running. But,
yeah, that's what you're running.
Oh, there it goes. It starts out with a horsepower, 577 horsepower, with a 4.0 liter V8. Buy the car initially, it starts out with 276 horsepower, 3.0 liter V6. Obviously, you put the ultimate crankshaft Ultimate Plus, or you put Ultimate Plus for the crankshaft, the ECU, the engine cooling, the exhaust, and we figured out it's the best one to use as far as stuff like that, which is drag racing really just won't. You want to have a nice good acceleration. But as you can tell, when you use a single turbo, it actually got on horsepower, but it messes with your core. These don't hurt a lot, but it still doesn't give you the best. This one right here, the root supercharger, it does the best that you can do, which is what I currently have. No, I currently have the screw supercharger equipped. Wait a minute. Oh, it's not showing the screw supercharger, so that's what I have in there. So, using the root supercharger or the screw supercharger would give you the same thing. This one, it hurts everything except my horsepower. So if you want something that's going to give you a good horsepower and still keep you in a relative, takeoff, good takeoff, the dual turbocharger is the next best one.
That's what I use on most of my drag builds.
Yeah, some engines and some cars, like not all the cars take the same kind of engines, and not all of them do the same with the same type of motors in there. Like the Camaro he's running right now, he don't have the same motor in his that I got in mine, or he does, but they got a different classification of motors in his Camaro than what this car I'm using now has. So when we have them set up a pure drag race, we always run the one bottle with 15-pound tank. Suspensions, track suspensions, best one to put in there for this car. The brakes really don't matter, so I don't even fool with it. The tires, obviously drag tires, get you the best you want out of it for a drag.
The downside to having drag tires is not really a downside, but handling, and you will more likely wheelie with them when you hit nitrous.
Yeah.
And that can be bad.
Elite Plus clutch is generally the best option to go for. Gearbox really just depends. I'm going to put this 5-speed in there because that actually gives me better takeoff than what I was currently just running. Track suspension, or track differential, tell when you cycle through. All the rest of them hurt the car. For drag setups on cars, the best thing to run is your nitrous refill. Elite.
And I also run the nitrous mix.
See, I got nitrous duration.
Well, I usually run duration or mix.
Yeah.
Usually
Both
duration.
Do the same thing. Yeah, I got the duration set up for mine. But now that I've done I used to start from way back yonder way here. Actually, yeah, here we go. I used to line up back there at the end of the street. This is your car moves out of the way. Now, sometimes you can go into live view as well and turn on your traction control, but currently I have that turned on because if not, that would be some spinning. Flat without nitrous. So we'll go down here and test out the nitrous. if y'all looked at our channel, for those of y'all that may see this later on or whatever, if you looked at our channel already, some of the earlier videos I uploaded, I had already been drinking quite a bit. By the time those videos were clipped and recorded. So, and you can tell. Well, with nitrous, it definitely gets up there moving faster than what it did before. I think you hit your nitrous before I hit mine, though.
I may have.
I think you did, because I was running you down. I just didn't have enough time to run you down. But then again, also, that Camaro set up for drag might be faster than this thing set up for drag.
This is almost. This is close to the Bel Air.
Close to the Bel Air. Well, let me go pull my Bel Air out and go switch it around the drag setup and find out. Now this Bel Air being set up as drag is the next closest thing to that Volkswagen that we were just running a little bit ago. We really haven't found anything else that is as close as this one, other than that
Bel Air or the Beetle.
yeah. Now that Volkswagen being in there, that thing, it's the only thing that does better than this in a straight line drag. And as you can tell, let's see. It really comes down to what type of turbo supercharger setup you have in there. So for this, now for this one, I'll go over here, set up a one tank with 15-pound boost in there. Yeah, that's the. And instead of the repair, I go over here, use a nitrous refill. I seen a video. I was watching a video the other day on somebody else's channel last night. I think somebody else setting up certain cars, and they would actually go in and use the disc brakes, like set up their brakes on here.
Well, someone was telling me that they do affect the car somehow.
Yeah, I just don't know how.
This is with maybe steer handling and stuff, maybe on curves. How sometimes we lose control. I don't know. You got a caliber in your way, so you gotta. Dang, that caliber willied.
Because I smacked the shit
I know.
out of it. So it says here, my Bel Air would do a quarter mile in 8.73 seconds.
Mine says 8.67.
Your Camaro?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
Get lined up right.
Hey, no, I thought my car turned off.
Make sure I'm lined up proper, right?
It's gonna be an all-in run.
Yep. Alright, y'all. I think I found another, a second car that can beat my Bel Air.
That's only 2 so far that can.
Yeah, now when he says that's only 2 so far that can beat my Bel Air, what he means is we've tested this car, my Bel Air is set up as drag against actual other players on the on the game, like in the lobby and everything else, and ran all their cars against mine, against this, and they switched 5, 6 different cars, and still couldn't beat my Bel Air. They even tried setting their Porsche up as drag or running their Porsches, which is one of the most dominant fucking cars in this game. Even tried those, and those still could not touch my Bel Air. The only car so far, the only car that's been able to beat my Bel Air is the Volkswagen Beetle, and as you just seen in the video, his Camaro. Other than that, none of the other ones been able to beat me. I got one I'm willing to set up for drag though.
What one?
I'm trying to go set it up right now.
It'll probably kick you out by the time you get it done.
It's been set up for race this entire time, so I'm afraid switch it around right quick and see. Oh yeah, it already does faster than the Bel Air. Improved the 0 to 60 on it, so maybe let's try that out. We'll test it. I don't think this car actually needs any more torque, to be honest with you. This thing already takes off and spins like a bat out of hell, but we'll try it and see. I'm gonna have to buy me an extra nitrous tank here. So the car I'm using right now, the 0 to 60 says 1.83. Now, if it kicks us out before I fully get done fuck-assing around with this thing, then when we come back in, one of the first things we'll do is line this car up against that, against whatever he's going to use. And see what happens. But I don't think it's kicking me out. Tell you what though, this motherfucker is still spinning like a some bitch.
Oh yeah, that's the heavy spinner.
That's alright, I'm about to put the fucking traction control on here. 0 to 60 in 8.4.
You mean quarter mile?
Oh yeah, the quarter mile says it'll do a quarter mile in 8.4. At least that's what it says.
This Porsche says 8.43.
Find out.
I went through all the transmissions and it says the 6-speed is the best one.
Setting it up for drag?
It's already been set for drag. This is the other Porsche I've got.
Oh, okay, okay. Alright. What horn I got on here? Oh, okay. I think
dang.
Right at the same time.
That was a good race.
183.
Hit 189.
Yeah, you hit 189, I hit 183, and I think we passed that line at the exact same time.
We need replay. Dang it. Where's that replay at? Where's that camera at?
Right. Remember back on some of the old racing games we used to play, you used to be able to get an instant replay?
Yes, I wish I had in this one.
Alright, now we can run these one more again. and find out. Without nitrous this time. We'll see how well they do against each other.
All right. Just motor.
Full even. Yep. Full even playing field. Dead even. They dead even.
They good. Yeah, they close. I like that.
I think you might have been like a cunt hair in front of me.
I think from the angle, it looked like maybe a fender at most.
I don't even think it was.
It may not.
A fender.
It might not have been. It may not have been that close. It may have been closer.
Right. So we're gonna run this again, and when we get close to the line, I'm gonna switch my camera view so I can see exactly where we was at. 'Cause that was.
Like from the side?
Yeah, that was way too damn close. I think I might leave this bad boy set up for drag because I don't use it for anything else. Now you're a whole car length ahead of me.
I think you took off a hair after I did that time.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though, on the turnaround trip back, I already hit 118 in that small little distance. And he's got 2 of them Porsches. I used to on the Xbox. I got 2 of them.
I got one to upset people in drag races. It works.
This time I think I took off a hair faster than you did.
Yeah. It's alright though.
That time I hit 169 instead of 168. So
I hit 168.
Yeah, all the other times before that I was only hit 168.
Oh.
Without nitrous, that's my fastest run without nitrous. Alright, ow. I definitely just smacked the shit out of somebody's car.
You know, what makes it even better is this car looks stock, so everybody thinks it's stock when I pull up, puts it at first.
Mine's borderline stock looking.
Well, I've done this one on purpose that way. Same tires and all. I try to barely get my tire on that line.
There we go, I just got mine there.
Oh.
And it looked like we both lost exactly the same time too.
I heard tire spinning and the screen was black.
Yeah. That's what I got too. Goddamn, brother.
That's like when on TV series you're watching and he leaves on a cliffhanger.
Alright, well let's go on and create us a new party then.
Mine's still loading out. There it is.
Yeah, I just sent you the invite, so it should already...
Joining now.
And there him go. So here we go.
So we're gonna run in 4 corners?
Of course, sir.
In case you guys don't know, if you tune in, the 4 corners are 4 sprint races that we use every time that rack up really good money.
Yeah, when you're running with when
you're up with someone,
got a decent level, and you're playing against more than just you online, like you got to be in a race with another online player to get your crews race bonus that comes along with it. We'll show you that here in just a second. For those of y'all that don't already know. As a matter of fact, something else I'm about to do too while this is loading up. Let me make sure, let's see what channel I got pulled up on my fifth. Let me switch channels right fast. Oh, we got 3 subscribers on the channel now. Hell yeah.
I subscribed to it.
I did too from my personal page.
I did too today.
Yeah,
man, the
we got
cops are out
another,
for blood today, am I right?
another
Must be even more
subscriber
of a
too.
hard ass than Mercer.
I like to also share. I shared the channel on my name.
And I are currently live on NFS Heat, and I just shared it like that. See, what I like to do, from those of y'all that may tune into this live later that follow one of my other gaming channels that I created with 2 other friends of mine,
I just shared it too.
Yeah, I shared the channel on my Facebook, and most times I'll share it directly in Messenger on Facebook as well. And every now and again, I'll share it through text message for those of my friends who don't use Facebook anymore. Oh, we're gonna run the 4 corners. I need to switch vehicles.
I'm bringing out the BRZ since we never really got to test them out last time.
You are absolutely correct, sir. We did not. So I'm gonna switch cars. I currently have 33 cars in my garage. All right. So yeah,
You better
right.
pump them numbers up.
You know what, sir? Excuse the fuck out of me for not having several $1 million on Need for Speed.
I've only got 4 million right now.
Now the car I'm running right now, this car right here is called, it's the Subaru BRZ Premium. It was originally released in real life in 2014. Wasn't too bad of a car, very nice looking.
It was shared between
very
3
nice
platforms. The Subaru BRZ, the Toyota E86, and the Scion FRS.
Yep, and I actually know people in real life from my old days when I was involved in car scenes and car clubs and stuff like that. And they each own one of each. I legit knew, had a club that I was affiliated with. We did joint, charities with. There was 3 people out of there, and each one of them had this car, the FRS, and that Toyota one. And they had the wheels, the tires and shit cambered. It was basically set up just for looks.
Right.
They didn't have it set up to be able to do no speed because.
Now, I will say, in real life, I may or may not have raced one of these. And it was loud, but it was quick off the line. But being only 200 horsepower, it's more of a curvy car for curvy roads.
It's more of a drift type of car.
I may have beat it, but it was still fun.
These cars, the Toyota you mentioned, and the Scion that you mentioned as well, they're more set up for like drift type of stuff. Quick to snap out of a turn and take off real quick, and to be able to snap back into another turn. They're not meant for getting high speeds at long distance type of stuff.
And being as they have the Boxer 4 in them, or the Flat 4 as it's called, they have a low center of gravity, and their almost weight distribution is really good, so they're really good on, like you said,
Very
drifting and for turns, cornering.
I know I beat him in my Cobalt, that SS I had.
Well, the SS wasn't a slouch either.
Well, yeah, neither one of the SSs I own were slouches. Alright, so let me pull up my screen right quick. As y'all can see right now, I've got 721,965 is what I have. By the time we're finished with all 4 corners of these, I will most likely hit over $1 million.
Well, you will get more than $250,000. You get that much for playing them alone.
Yeah, just for playing them solo. We get an extra added bonus when we go in here as a squad. Let's see, go up to social here, crew. We check our crew out.
Go to
if you pull up
7.5%.
Yeah, if you're playing on PlayStation, you'll hit your options button. Xbox, you'll hit the the same type of key, same type of button on there, with 3 little lines on there, and it'll pull this menu up. You'll go over here to social, and at the top of the screen it shows you crews. You click on crews and it shows you where your current crew level is at. Currently we're at level 35 for the crew, almost level 36. And if you look down here at the bottom where it says crew updates,
tells your bonuses.
it just showed that Reaper 1921 earlier this evening earned 137,912 extra rep points to go towards our crew. Now ordinarily I handle the night races, which is where all your rep points come from to increase your crew level and everything. And
I was just riding around running from cops in the ovals while I was doing.
Yeah. See, now as you can tell, once we hit a heat level 4, the heat bonus we get goes up 7.5,
which means you gain heat faster.
We're currently already at that. So all that means, the heat level increase stuff, the bonus you get, it just means you'll gain your heat faster, like Reaper just said. Right now, our heat level is set for a 5.0 increase. Our rep increase will go up from
45,
from 7.5 to a higher amount. Our money increase currently is set for a 7.5% increase when we play with other people online during an actual race.
Okay, so at 45, if you go over to it, it says our rep will go up to 10%, as our money will, our bank will, at 48.
I can't even figure out how to show that.
If you go over where it says rewards, push R2 twice,
yeah,
R1,
crew rewards,
and then go down, and you can push you over with the D-pad, and I'll show you what they are.
So at level 40, our heat level goes up. When we get to 45, the rep level will increase. At level 48, your money increases. 49, your heat increases.
And then 50,
level 50,
that's the big boy.
FXXK Evo. Now that car, I have it. I own it on the Xbox, because my crew on the Xbox, which, by the way, in case nobody has ever told none of y'all to play this game, the game is cross-compatible. I can jump on my PlayStation. I can jump right over to the Xbox and play with Reaper while he's on his PlayStation.
In fact, we used to do that
together and race. We did used to do that. However, where it is not cross-compatible is crew. You cannot have somebody in a PlayStation be in the same crew as somebody in Xbox. So I've got a crew on the Xbox and I have a crew on a PlayStation. My crew on the Xbox is already maxed out at level 50. So I have all this shit already on the Xbox, including the car you get for reaching level 50 as a crew.
So far, our crew only has 3 members. That's me, Steel, and Little B800, which he doesn't play a whole lot. So it's mostly just me and Steel that do all of the rep and everything.
So as you can see right here, these are the members that are in there right now. We just recruited another member the other day. We just have not had the opportunity to get back on the game with that member yet.
So we can formally add him in.
Yeah, formally bring him into the crew all the way. But he did download the game just so he could run this game with me and Reaper, because I know the guy.
I was gonna ask about him too.
He been working his shit, so he pops on randomly, Air Force, he's still active duty and whatnot, so he'll pop on here and there at times when I'm not available to play, and I get the notifications for him running it. So Right now, we're not going to challenge the entire lobby just because what we like to do, because I'm pretty sure I got a different setup in my car.
You do.
What you got in yours.
That's what our goal is, to see which is the best setup.
And that's how we figure out which ones are the best. I'll set up my cars, the same cars one way, and he'll set up the same cars one way. If I'm faster than he is on takeoff and overall horsepower and everything, we go in and adjust accordingly to which, match our cars identical to each other off of which one of ours is better than the other one. Like,
cause see,
Porsche,
we in a crew together. One of us have to win that race against other people.
And 9 times out of 10, we will.
There's been a few of them get us, but not many.
If not, both of us win. One of us will be in first, one of us will be in the second, the rest of them be behind us. So what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna challenge I'm gonna challenge party, which is just me
and him.
And I'm gonna test the way I have my BRZ set up, and he's gonna test how his is set up.
So you get 40% increase the bonus for playing together.
Yep. So instead of the standard 53, little over 53,000 you're gonna get, we'll wind up with like 60-some thousand instead. When we go to the other 4 races, one of the races we do, instead of the 73,000, it gives us damn near 90,000.
That's Sonic. The only reason we like it is because of the money.
Yep. We don't even like the track itself.
You're not drunk this time, are you? Or buzzing?
Nah, I ain't got a buzz yet. I'm working on it, though. I'm working on it, dude. I'm already halfway through my bottle. I'm working on it. Sometimes these computer cards get in your way, and you gotta bust your way through them.
And that's annoying when you do that.
So far, it seems like his setup is better than mine because he's getting through them. Would you be quiet, Diesel? I'm over here talking and you interrupting my conversation, sir.
You gotta watch that curve there because it gets you almost every time. What got me, though,
It'll get him. It doesn't get me that often.
He got you last time, though.
That was in a different car, sir.
No, you was drinking in that car.
Oh, yeah. Now, some of these other turns coming up, they get me just about every damn time. What it seems like right now is his setup is a little bit better than mine. So yep, he told you to get me every time. Apparently it got in that time.
Oh, it got me good. It launched me off the road.
I see that because I'm quite a distance past you, man.
But on the bright side, I missed the trees.
Well, that's a plus there.
And I stopped right next to that big tower.
Take that turn quite so well. See, now we'll see whose setup is actually better. I couldn't catch up with him all that well, but now he's got to try to catch up with me if I can keep this motherfucker on the road. Son of a bitch. See? And this is why we hate this fucking track, because this area is specific. Son of a bitch. Alright, you know what? I'm tired of this car all goddamn ready.
Really? It don't control as well as some other cars that we use.
Fuck no, it don't. I damn near pulled my Datsun back out with drag tires on it just to take this car in. Now we're coming up towards the end of the race. As you can see, I'm busting nitrous left and right and still couldn't catch him.
I was too.
It seems more and more, it seems like on that track, his setup is better than mine. I did, however, come pretty goddamn close to beating my time on this track, though. I think.
Do you want to bring your Datsun out?
Nah, because I don't even know what I got that thing set up for. Alright, now what we go into.
This is the one we don't like.
Yeah, we really just do not like this track. So as you can see, this track gives us just shy of 74.5. By the time we're finished with it, we'll have just under 90,000. And I'm gonna go and light me a cigarette while we wait on this race to start up. Damn, I really am halfway done with, well, actually I'm a little more than halfway done with that bottle. But I also poured it into a separate, like, almost liter bottle mixed with something else.
Ah. Do their chemistry, huh?
Yep, goddamn right, you know me and my chemistry. Almost hit him there. Try to scout out around these motherfuckers. Get out of my way.
Oh, you bumped me or something?
I almost did. I came real close.
Watch out my barriers.
Yeah, I tried to slide around that turn and didn't want to slide.
Mine didn't slide either. I almost hit him.
I did hit him.
Oh.
Alright, so as you can see from this track too, he's got like whatever setup he's running in his car. It's better than the one I'm running in mine. I can't catch him and I can't keep this car on the fucking road either. God damn it, fucking punk ass.
That's probably why we sold them last time, probably.
If I'm not mistaken, that is exactly why we sold them. I know that's why I sold mine last time. I ain't gonna sell them this time because it's too easy to be a money bag, and I want to keep my build up of cars. Because I know these are pretty good in the straight run. You set them up to drag.
I never tried it as drag.
Oh, they get up and move. Not as good as some of our other ones, but they'll still get up and move pretty good. As y'all can tell, I hit nitrous and I still ain't caught up with them.
Don't go swimming.
Too late.
You do like to swim there.
Well, you know, us messed.
Hey, you said it. I didn't say that this time.
I got to be able to make funny jokes about myself. That's the trick to making jokes about people. When they try to crack jokes on you, unless they try to get real personal with you, or attack your family or something like that, they can't make no jokes on you if you've already made the jokes on yourself.
That's right.
They lose the parody. Yeah, he's already almost 1,000 yards ahead of me, and I still can't catch him. So it seems like his setup is definitely better than mine. Oh, he's over 1,000 yards ahead of me now.
That'll make it boho pucker.
But I'm also well over 1,000 yards ahead of everybody else. Yeah, your setup in that car is better than mine. And this car fucking shucks.
We'll have to set up for drag racing sometime and try that against other people.
Well, we can switch cars right now and finish out the rest of the four corners.
What car you gonna bring out?
Not 100% certain yet. You know what? Just for the live, I think I'm gonna pull out one of the muscle cars. Which muscle car? Now, this muscle car here is not too bad to run against, you know, several different vehicles. But this one's not either. Actually, that one's pretty decent. Can't pull that one out because it's set up for pure drag. Can't use that. Can't use that. I could run my Viper.
I'm running the Cougar.
The Cougar? Alright, you run your Cougar. Our Cougars are set up exactly the same, so let me see. Where the hell is my Cougar? It's further back this way.
I'm sitting here watching. You must be going through your car because your tires are turning. I guess like every time you go through cars, your wheels are turning back and forth.
Let's see, he's gonna run his Cougar. Alright, so if he's running the Cougar,
He's having his seizure. Look at his wheels.
I think I might pull out. I'm gonna pull this car out.
The Cuda.
Yeah, the Cougar. That's his Cougar, y'all. Let me see. See his Cougar there? So we're gonna run his Cougar against my Cougar. Which in both vehicles we have the exact same setup. I've got a Cougar as well, and he's also got a Barracuda as well.
I do, yes.
And in both vehicles we have the same setup, so it normally comes down to whenever we're running Cougar against Cougar, it comes down to who wrecks more.
I do think the Cougar's faster than the Barracuda, though.
I think it is, but I know it's 0 to 60 is a little faster, I think. Because my Cougar is 0 to 60
I should have
2.47, I think.
I should have put my Barracuda. I could changed it to a single turbo. We could compare them.
We can do that on Columbia.
All right.
Now, I kept my Barracuda looking pretty stock. I altered a few things. Better get out of my damn way. Oh shit, my bad, get your butt.
Like somebody shoved me.
I shoved you because I got shoved. And then I asked into somebody. Goddamn, we both went off the road that time, didn't we?
I was off-roading.
I was too. I was sliding right alongside of your car.
We ride together, we die together.
Somewhere. Yeah, boys, like, oh shit, son of a bitch.
Hey, get back here!
Did I set my Barracuda up for drag? I don't believe I did. Motherfucker just handled like I did though.
Everybody passing me up.
Shit, me too. I'm back there in this place. That don't normally happen with these cars.
Yeah, in front of them.
Yeah. That wall right right there. Now these two cars right here, I'd have to say, are probably some of the best muscle cars you can buy in the game.
Yeah, one of the guys
definitely handle really well.
Somebody commented on my main channel, the video I put up today about this car. He asked me which is my favorite muscle car, or which was the best. I said I think the Cougar is probably one of the top muscle cars.
It definitely is. Now the first time on the Xbox when I bought that Cougar, I didn't care much for it at all. But after I got readjusted to how some of the other cars handle and everything, it's definitely one of my tops. I reckon it would just come down to, which track, which race. No, get back on the track.
I went to that bridge.
I almost went in the water.
Ah.
If I had to pull back on the track when I did, it definitely would have been down in the water. But as you can see, that Cougar is just a tad bit faster than this Cougar. And the whole time I'm staying right on his bumper. And it's taking me nitrous to be able to catch back up to him again the way I am. Now we come into these other turns where I'm about to just lose all control. Finish right next to him and just fly off the track.
Well, the Cougar's not that much faster.
You see that right there? The 40% increase we just got put us from 73,000, or from 60-some thousand to 80, just under 82,000.
Pull my Barracuda out.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it. Nah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna keep my Barracuda. Now we always do these 4 corners, and then once we're done with the 4 corners, we go back to the garage to reset. And when we're done with this race, I'll jump up to over just a little over 1 million. Because as you can tell, I've already got 950-some thousand. Not to mention, after this race, I'm going to the bathroom. Wash to pay. He put a different type of turbo supercharger setup in here than what I got in mine. So
I got a single one in mine.
As y'all can see, we're still pretty much even. Now this is the one track we really like to really test our cars out. And since I just went off-road, he got ahead of me pretty good. Not real good, but enough.
$238 without nitrous.
Without nitrous, I hit about 237, 238. With nitrous, right at 241, 242. Now that turn right there, if you don't hit it just right, you're gonna fly off the road and potentially lose.
Yep. Ask them fellas we raced there tonight about that.
But as you can see, even with his single turbo gives him a little bit of a difference, we're still pretty much right here with each other. So I caught up to him pretty damn quickly coming around his turn.
It didn't really
Y'all
change
take his
anything, I
turn.
don't think, but like stat-wise.
Yeah, but you know, he takes his turns a little bit differently than I take mine, which sometimes works out pretty good for him. But sometimes it works out pretty goddamn good for me too. I think it still got us both pretty. Oh shit! I ran off road.
Don't do that.
Well, I wasn't trying to. Goddamn. But as you can see from that little bit of guardrail I hit, gave him a pretty decent extra lead. Well, shit, I took out somebody's trees.
they're,
And some barriers.
they're gonna sue you for that.
They probably will. That's alright. It's all my turn.
Oh, I took the light poles out. The city will sue me for that one.
Yeah, call your attorneys. You ain't got none, I got plenty.
I got plenty of money.
I got plenty of attorneys.
Do you?
Well, if you think about the amount of times I've had to call an attorney for something, I got plenty of them. My rap sheet, I got plenty of attorneys.
Oh, I believe it.
I actually got a printout sent to me in the mail a couple of years ago. About 2 or 3 years back. And it was a printout of all my legal offenses from my past up to that point. And it was about 3 pages long. Front and back.
Top to bottom, front and back.
Yeah, with dates, times, the verdicts, sentences.
That's a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, 3 pages front and back. That's not a lot to some folks. That's a lot for me. For a seasoned veteran too.
That list was taller than you are, wasn't it?
Just about. But the bad thing is there's a person in my family, a person in my immediate family whose rap sheet was longer than mine, and they're 4 years younger than me.
Oh. Well, you're still right there on me.
Yeah. Yep. Even with everything I was hitting, I'm still right here with you.
So it didn't really change a whole lot. It gave more power.
Yeah, I think it gave you more, just a little bit more top end. These cars handle pretty well on these tracks, so.
I emptied all 5 bottles of nitrous.
I emptied 4.5.
Well, it might have been like 4.5, but I was on it when I went through that line.
Excuse me. Well, fuck if it's ever gonna load up for me. 4 minutes, 32.86 seconds with 73,143. Yeah, you finished just a little bit before me. So as y'all can see, after that last race we just did, I went up from less than 750,000, and now I'm up a little over. Now what we do, drive back here to the key ride.
Oh! I bet the guy crapped his pants.
I bet he did too, goddamn.
I came over that ramp, and it came in right behind his F-150 as he went underneath of me.
Oh shit. Hey! Oh damn, I almost stuck the landing too. Jimmy likes, Reaper here likes to run, you know, outgoing traffic. I like to run the ongoing traffic and test my skills.
Well, I do want to get close enough. I got going to oncoming traffic. When I get close back to the shop, then I get over that lane. I will run get something to drink right quick.
And I'm gonna run in here to the garage, and then I'm gonna go take me this quick piss.
I'll be back.
Put down the cookie.
Alright, 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 alright.
See now, if I was able to merge my Need for Speed Heat gameplay and account from the Xbox with my PlayStation account of everything I've accomplished and everything else, I would have way more money on the game than what old Reaper here has. A fuck ton more, actually. And
the most I've ever had was it was over 7 million, but most I've ever had.
I'll say combined between this account and the other account, I've had close to 15.
I don't mean combined. How much have you had on one account alone?
On the Xbox, I had shy of 7 million, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot of money too. No matter how you look at it.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I was just cutting hair below 7 million.
I was closer to 7 million than I was 8 million, but I had just over 7.
Yeah. But
then I started buying cars again.
And see what's helped Reaper build up the stockpile of money he's got on his account is when he bought and built cars on his account, he would keep them for a while, test them out, run all these different trials and tests of motors and stuff for his channel. Meanwhile, I'm buying all these other cars, doing all this shit with them, and then turning around and getting rid of them and not getting the same amount of money back that I spent to get them in the first place from the game. Like right now, I kind of want to go buy another car and build it up, which is what gives me. I buy 4 or 5 different motors to the same car and never sell them back. Like, I can go in right now, let's see. I can't sell that car, however, I can go in on these parts. And on some of these parts, I can turn around and sell them back. Like right here. Got all these parts right here. This type of car because I've had other muscle cars that I've used, that I've sold in drag race.
Excuse me.
I can sell this right here, it gives me another $3,000. Go over here. I got duplicates, like the brakes. Well, not on here. I don't have duplicates of brakes on the Xbox. Which actually, speaking of brakes, I might actually buy the brakes and just maybe it'll affect the way the car handles. Now, inventory-wise for this car, any car actually, I've got plenty of extra tire setups that I really don't even need because I never use them. You go in, you can build all these spare parts you have without selling your extra motors and stuff like that. And all it means is if you decide you want to go back in and get those parts back later, you just got to go back in and rebuy them again. But, you know, what difference does it really make? Wait a minute, man. The 6-speed transmission actually bumps my 0 to 60, or my acceleration up by 0.1 and puts me at a flat 9. Whereas the other one I was running, it doesn't show that it's actually affected anything. But it said it increased it. So now I can go in here right here, show that 5-speed transmission. Differentials.
What car?
The Cuda. It was the 6-speed plus transmission. Super plus. It doesn't show when you actually look at, like, you know, the actual, like, numbers. It doesn't show that it's changing anything, but when you go back to the main regular screen of it, with the 1010, you know, going down the list, my acceleration went from an 8.9 when I had the 5-speed transmission, and I put the 6-speed Super Plus transmission in, and it went from an 8.9 to a 9 flat. You know, like, okay, over here with your auxiliaries. Like right here, I can sell. Right there, that gives me an extra 12,000. Right there, selling that extra repair kit. But most times, I don't sell my extra auxiliary. Over here on this auxiliary, I don't have extra parts to sell. Let's see, what do I want to pull out now? You said you was going to test what against what?
Huh?
You wanted to test something against something else. The Cougars. I think it was.
I don't remember.
You said there was something you did to your Cougar that was a little bit different than
Oh,
my
that was the bear. That was the Barracuda.
Oh, okay. Well, now let's see. We'll give y'all a fresh shot at. We'll give y'all a fresh shot at some of the cars we got in here. Let's see. So, of course, I got my 77, Firebird. I wouldn't exactly call this the actual Trans Am model of it, even though it comes with the, the little...
Comes with a Firebird on the hood of it?
Yeah. I wouldn't call it that because... And of course, it's got the 1987 Buick Grand National. That's what it's labeled at. But when you go to view the car, I think on the back it has something else.
It says GNX on it.
Yep, it says GNX.
Which they were very similar, but they were slight differences.
Good news.
There was.
We got a new couch.
I think one of them had just a little bit different horsepower than the other one. Which these cars actually aren't too bad. They're really not.
They're not good at handling, though.
No, they're not all that great at handling, but I'd be willing to wager, and their straight line run, they're pretty nasty. This car,
they are.
Actually, I think this car might maybe be able to take my Bel Air set up for drag. In the straight line run, I think it might be able to do it. This car right here, this is my 88 model M3 Evolution 2 BMW. It's one of 3 starter cars that you get to choose from. On the PlayStation, I decided to go with this car instead of the 180SX that they give you as well. On the Xbox, I got the 180SX as my starter car, which is that bright green Damascus colored car that I tested against Reaper's Porsche before. This car, I'm not an overly big fan of it. It's the 2002 model of the Nissan Silvia. I'm not a overly big fan of it. I think it's probably better suited for straight line race, not turns. And obviously you got my Bel Air, which you seen a little while ago, doing the straight line runs.
Yeah, but see, I have the rare car, though.
Yeah, he do, because he completed something I'm not going to try to complete.
Only 4% of the people have done it.
Yeah.
I don't drive it much, though.
You got my Honda NSX that you seen a little while ago. And then, got my 2014 edition of the Dodge Viper GTS, which Reaper's not a big fan of this car, but me personally,
I sold mine.
Oh, you already sold it?
Yeah, I never drove it, and I didn't like the way it handled.
Oh, see now, and see me, I like it. I like this long snout motherfucker. I'll run this motherfucker whenever I feel like running it. And of course, the 63 Beetle we tested out. Now this car right here, this is the 2017 edition of the Ford GT. It was when it first came back out again. And now it's a pretty nasty little car.
Our server's going to shut down again soon.
Yeah. And when this server shuts down, Reaper will probably decide he's going to go to bed.
Yeah, I'll probably call it off after this one. So we'll set to 4. I plan to do more live videos in the coming time because I'm on here quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull this Mustang out right here. This one. I don't think I got it yet set up for regular racing. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that out. We're gonna go ahead and do another race on the four corners until it kicks us back out again. Now, I tested this car out once before, and back when I first tested it out, I didn't like it much.
Oh, the old 65 Mustang?
Yeah, I didn't care much for it, but then I
Park it up, take a load off.
got more adjusted to the way these cars handle a little bit better, and I started running. I went on ahead and bought it again, and I actually really like it. It's fast.
Mine's set up for drag racing, and it's pretty fast to drag racing too.
Oh shit, I can go back and test this motherfucker out for drag racing too on another day.
That's the car I started a game with, so I can't get rid of mine.
Yeah. See, now, actually, you know what I think we might do right fast? I think I might be a Mick asshole just because I feel like it's going to kick us out.
Challenge the lobby?
Yep, but I'm not going to use this car.
Pulling a Porsche out?
Yep, pull the Porsche out on Columbia. We'll go way down yonder, way here to my Porsche. Pull my Porsche out. And I'm challenge all. There's 6 of us in here, so I shouldn't forget. You know, Reaper. Wait, he's still in the garage. Nope, there you
No,
go.
I just selected it, but I was seeing if anybody else going to or not.
So, there's Reaper there. And we're going to see if any of the other 6 people that's in the lobby is going to accept this. Which they probably won't. Whenever it does kick us out of the server, we'll both be ending our lives when it kicks us out of the server. And I may jump over into a different game, or I may just decide to go to bed.
I'll probably go to bed.
There's Reaper back there that just pulled up in that car right there.
This is my other Porsche that they didn't see a while ago.
Yeah. That's a different
This is the Redbeard Porsche here. Advertise my main channel.
Now this car is definitely, from everything we've seen, all other videos and every test we've ran and everything else, definitely the fastest car in the game.
Not top speed wise, but
It always comes down to me and him being right next to each other and trying to avoid hitting each other. Unless one of us flips up or wrecks or runs off the road or whatever. You hit nitrous?
yeah.
I thought you did.
Downhill I do sometimes. Hey, 237 with nitrous.
Yeah, me too. But I also just hit a fucking thing in the middle of the road. Why is my car turning so sharp when I've already gone back and readjusted all my steering? That's why I don't like driving this car that often anymore. Sometimes it'll turn super sharp, and then other times it won't turn worth the fuck. Like just now, that motherfucker turned.
I think it's the game does it on purpose because we drive them all the time. We're getting to like
The algorithm.
Not to toot our own horn, but we're pretty good at the game, so it's got to throw us off.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Now, currently, out of everybody on our list, me and Reaper hold the highest time on this track.
On most of the tracks that we race on.
Yeah. Now, there's one track on here I still have yet to be able to beat my personal time. But I've had a few other people that beat me by a few milliseconds.
Which one is that?
That one circuit track, the Speedway, Long Speedway.
I just beat my top time the other day on that one.
I've tried, I still can't beat my own time.
Well, see, I was ahead of you by less than a millisecond, but now I'm still not at full second ahead.
Yeah, nobody so far has been able to beat that time by a full second.
Now you notice when you said a new track time, it tells you if anybody else is ahead of you, right?
Yeah.
I set one the other day and didn't say nothing, so I'm like, huh, man, I got the top time of everybody. I forget. I think it was Arion, I think.
I can't keep this car under control. Every time I go to make a slightest turn, it turns too sharp now. But a second ago, it wasn't turning up.
It's probably because one of the other cars turned harder, so you're thinking you're still used to driving the other car, maybe.
Yeah. On some of it, I'm barely touching the joystick, and it's just snapping through the turns.
It's those torquey things you have on your sticks.
Are you talking about my joystick covers? That I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Torque thing. What kind of shit?
I said torque, like more torque.
Oh yeah, because my joystick covers that extra torque.
Yeah, because they make them a little bit longer, which means it takes less effort to move them.
Yeah, very, very true.
Supposedly. That's what Google tells me anyway. I never tried it myself, but Google does lie sometimes.
Yeah, Google definitely does lie.
There's definitely 9 planets.
Right.
I don't care what they say.
The other one is called Planet X.
Well, no, I mean, like, they try to say that Pluto's not a planet no more.
Yeah, they're trying to say it's just a big ball of fuck stuck in the orbit of a moon. Well, what moon is this stuck in the orbit of if there's no planet that close?
He was a planet when I was in school. He's still a planet. He's a small one, but he's still there.
Now what I can do is I can go back, set my Mustang up for drag, fuck around on that one. Let me make it down to the spot without wrecking.
Oh, he didn't move. We both lost that game of chicken. Or we both won, however you look at it.
I mean, I take it as somebody won.
We needed one of us move head on.
Oh, well, that wasn't a smart idea, sir.
Well, I wasn't gonna move.
I mean, why should you?
All this time, you never bring us back donuts?
they didn't move either.
I got one car in my garage. I'm willing to bet if I set it up for pure drag, I'd dust the shit out of a lot of cars.
What car is that?
That one BMW of mine.
The big BMW?
Mm-hmm. now I can go.
I do know that the BMW that you started the game off with,
Yeah.
that one's fast and drag. If it's set up just for drag.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Alright, now let's see what turbo supercharger setup's gonna do me better here. Well, that screw supercharger does better. We'll set this up with the 1 tank of nitrous here. Let's go down yonder way here to clutch. There. Oh, well, it doesn't seem like it's really going to be all that much faster. Being set up for drag. Okay, so with this thing being set up for drag, with no nitrous, it's 147, which is worse than what it did without being set up for drag.
That's that Mustang. Seems faster now when I used it last time.
It was. I also didn't start from this point either. Never mind. I started a little further up.
$159. What this thing does.
Yeah, I started a little further up. 160. Without the nitrous. Now, let's see what it does with nitrous.
Oh, excuse me.
With nitrous, it'll do a flat 180. Which I'm pretty sure my speedometer definitely broke 185 before I hit that, but as I passed through it, it said 180.
I've noticed some little bit of things that's not accurate there with that too.
Yeah, because when I passed through it just now, I was busting almost 190.
This thing done 177.
Oh no, that's not
You'll set up for drag.
So let's see, set up for drag. With just the drag tires alone, puts me almost at a 10 all the way down the board. Roots and Spruce supercharger set it up for a different 0 to 60.
And they add more torque too.
Yeah. See what the other ones will do. Alright, so now that I've done that, let's see. Alright. Let's find out what it'll do.
Yeah, thanks for hitting me.
You know, my bad. How'd you know I hit you? You was in the damn thing.
My car goes boom and shook around.
Well, I guess you shouldn't have been there.
I had air right just like you do.
You know what? Ain't nobody care what kind of rights you think you had.
Oh, I do have.
In my head said it's playing Mexican music. I'm Mexican. I had more right.
No, that ain't true. I mean, Biden thinks all Latinos are illegals.
We all know he's a fucking dumbass. So.
He said that the reason blacks don't want to get vaccinated is because they're scared of being tested on, or getting diseases because of something stupid that didn't even make sense. And then he said, and Latinos don't want to do it because they're afraid to get vaccinated and then they get deported. I'm like, half of them are already here legally.
That's because the whole fucking country decided to elect a racist.
Hey, not the whole country. There's some of us didn't. You didn't. I didn't.
I voted for my goddamn self. I wrote my own fucking name in there.
$159.
That's what I hit too.
I'm running a Root style supercharger.
With nitrous, 171.
Are you running the Roots?
Yeah.
What transmission you running?
Same one we was running before.
Yeah, 6-speed. I think's what I got in mine.
Yeah. What did I say? 171 with nitrous.
Yeah.
I think I might go buy me another car to build.
There's no way I only hit 160
With nitrous?
with nitrous.
Yeah, no way.
Oh, that's what it is. I had the wrong nitrous in it. That's why.
Well, no, because without nitrous, it hits 159. Oh no, you had the 5 shot, and you only hit it one time.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. I'm gonna buy this.
What you gonna buy?
This right here.
Don't tell me nothing.
Don't worry, I'm coming out. We've had it before.
They didn't do a forklift. Someone hit theirs. Ah.
I go right on over here and set the motor and everything up without ever going to the garage.
You remember what motor to use?
Yeah.
The V6, wasn't it?
Yep, 3.8 liter V6. Damn, it's gonna take almost all my money too. Actually, I think by the time I'm done with this, it's gonna take everything. Might take every bit of what I got right now. I'm gonna turn around and get it all back up. Yep. I ain't even got a whole $500,000 no more. But what I've got in here so far, it's got a 0 to 60 of 6.47. Before I go and fuck around with anything else, I'm gonna set up this drag setup. Suspension, obviously, it's got to be the track. Tires, definitely drag. Zero to 60 at 2.2. Oh, actually, the clutch is hurt from 0 to 60. Alright, so 5 speed and a 6 speed. I'll do a 5 speed. It'll get me all of it at one swoop. And that's without even having a turbo in there yet. You can set up his drag without a turbo or a supercharger in there right now to the 0 to 60 of 1.93.
That ain't bad.
Fuck no, now let's go down here and fuck these turbos, see what I got. With the dual turbo, it gives me a 1.83 0 to 60. With the screw supercharger, it gives me a 1.80. I'm gonna do the root, believe it or not. The supercharger drops my top speed down by 1. The screw supercharger does not, but it gives me the same set. And I got extra. Let's go and put this nitrous refill in there. Go way down yonder for the nitrous. Do I want the power and the duration, or we're gonna do the mix in there this time. I got just over 170,000. Now let's fuck with the live tune. Zero to 60, or a quarter mile of 8.77. And mine definitely looks stock.
Yeah, because it is. Look, I mean, there's no body work done to it.
$157 without any nitrous. I find that very hard to believe with a 0 to 60 better than most of the other vehicles set up as drag. Let's test her out with nitrous. At the line, and I know that one's actually accurate because I hit a car exactly at the line. Well, since it's going to kick us out in a minute anyway, might as well run back to the garage and fuck around with it a little bit. Now this is a channel meant for our racing games. And I've got 1 or 2 other racing games downloaded for PlayStation. I might fuck around with it. little bit.
All right, new wheels.
Make it look
Maybe
just
getting
a
some
wee
baller
bit
style
different,
now.
Not a whole lot different. Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Maybe.
That's how you feel, huh?
Sometimes.
Well, you know, sometimes it's better out than in, I always say.
Alright, Shrek.
Sounded right. Sounded pretty right to me.
I mean, it didn't sound wrong.
Exactly. Sounded pretty damn legit to me. Now we can get into the good parts. There we go. Gotta make it look kinda. Nah, that just don't look right to me. There we go. That looks a little bit better like that right there. It matches the front. Tail lights got to be readjusted, of course. Keep them right there. Now we obviously got to change that back bumper up just a little bit. There we go. That's much better right there. Let's see what this diffuser look like.
There it goes.
Damn. Alright, well, y'all.
Well.
See, we're gonna have to go on cut these lives off. But, y'all gonna do us a favor since it's still both our lives on here. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out for the both of us if you know, Reaper don't mind here.
No, go ahead.
Y'all gonna do us a favor here. You know, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about us. You know what I'm saying? And of course, as always, hit that bell for notifications. And tune in to Reaper 1921's personal YouTube channel, Redbeard, with a lot more to be able to view, a whole lot more informative videos.
I do a lot of car comparisons there too.
Kind of things. And tune in our other friend, Zombie Runner 001. And of course, tune into my other channel with my other two counterparts for that channel, Them Boys. And to continue to hopefully enjoy whatever you see on here. Tell your friends about us and subscribe to us and everything else. And tune in next time for more informative information and entertaining content where we sit here and laugh and chuckle while we fucking running all over the goddamn road.
Well, at least one of us does.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. You know, a lot of times I'm probably intoxicated while we're running this as I'm doing now. But yeah, you know, we'll try to put up some more entertaining content, and I'm sure Reaper wouldn't mind to pull some of his other videos from his personal channel over to this channel as well, just like I don't mind to do that kind of stuff either. But we'll be back on maybe tomorrow, most likely, probably, to put up some more stuff as y'all watch me finish this old school Chevy truck here.
And until next time, have a blessed day or night or whatever it is.